We were calling it PayPal, and then all of a sudden PayPal. Did you get nervous or something?
Welcome to the field, your Beatrice Orangeman. Captains for Beatrice tonight were John Reeson, Isaiah Ochtemeyer, Eric Johnson, and number 59, Grayson Klein. Beatrice won the toss, will defer to the second half. Hastings will receive the kick, defend the south goal. Homecoming 2024 here at the House of Orange. Welcome back all alumni and former students of Beatrice. Thank you for attending to the game tonight. Now would everybody please stand, remove your hats. The BHS Marching Band under the direction of Miranda Carter, Nick Thompson, Casey Cirillo, and Kayla Sherry will play our national anthem. Beatrice High School Marching Band.
And we welcome you to the House of Orange Homecoming Night 2024. I'm Brian Cook along with the maestro, our producing engineer, Andrew Johnson. On the cameras tonight will be Lexi Mustin and Layla Boyko, the La La girls. And our site producer tonight is Ezzy Cuevas on the sideline. So a great staff for Beam Broadcasting tonight for homecoming as Beatrice at 1-3 plays host to the Tigers of Hastings, who are 2-2. Maestro, these two teams have got one common opponent. That was York early in the season. Hastings lost to the Dukes 17-14. Beatrice lost to the Dukes just last week, 40-7, but a lot changed from that first week to where they're at last week.
Right, teams look entirely different. Week 5 compared to week 1, as we all know, that have experienced. So we'll see how that plays out tonight. But it's homecoming week, so you never know what's going to happen. Always exciting to have homecoming. I know here in the building this week has been a lot of different things going on. You know, it's just everything feels different. We had volleyball Monday night. We've had parent-teacher conferences this week. We got the musical this weekend. We had no school today because of the conferences. It's just been an interesting, kind of wild, fun week. You know, but I know all of the staff and all of us, we love it. But at the same time,
it can be a distraction.
When it's midnight tonight and it's all done, the kids make it home safe, then we're happy.
Beatrice kicking off. Buckle your seatbelts. Get ready for the ride. Tigers with the football to begin. Return on the far side of the field and upended after the punt return. Keithan Krings, a 6'1", 175-pound senior with the return. That's where Hastings will start. Beatrice won the toss. They deferred to the second half. Hastings gets the ball first here against the Orangemen. I knew former head coach Bob Sexton did not like homecoming weeks because it was a distraction to his football preparations. But it seemed like the Orangemen won every homecoming I can remember.
They do. They've had a pretty good track record with homecomings. It's like a penalty on that return. They're backing up the Tigers all the way back to their own 8-yard line.
Nice.
So good start for the Orangemen on special teams defense there. See what Hastings could do out of that. But yeah, there's just a lot of distractions with homecoming week. And like I said, we're throwing the parent-teacher conferences with it. Volleyball game or two, softball played a couple of times this week. It's just a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot of fun. The students love it. You can see them in the stands here tonight, all decked out in their neon and their construction stuff. We'll give you a shot of those guys a little bit here, but Yeah, homecomings, it's always
Pass
something.
from Tucker Simic
Nice
is
tackle there
complete
by,
to Keith Riggins. Brought down immediately on
looks
the
like
play
it was Bo Spilker.
by John Reeson.
Pass out to the
Puts the
left side
ball at
there.
the
Cooper Cole with reception there.
14-yard line.
Pick up
Brings
about
second and
5 on the play. So Tyler Sinek is the quarterback for the Tigers. And hits Cooper Cole for a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 4 here for the Tigers. Handoff goes up the middle. Beatrice right there, squaring up. And gain of about 4 or 5 on the play there to the 19-yard line.
Tackle on the play by number 33, Cale Cook, and number 59.
Big thanks to a couple of alumni coming in on homecoming and
Ball at the
helping
19-yard line.
man a
First and
camera.
10.
We've talked about it a few times already on the project this year, how involved all these kids are in other activities and stuff. Izzy Cuevas down the sideline running the camera. You mentioned his name already. Alex Veneman saw him and said, hey, go see what's going on with cameras. He ran upstairs just checking on things, kind of monitoring things. It's so awesome to have alumni that are willing to come back, help out, offer their knowledge from doing this a few years, and help out as needed.
Yes, and it's once a beam star, always a beam star. And Alex and the smartest man on the planet, Ezzy, come back to assist us as a sweep to the right side, and a carry there by Keith and Creams on the reverse.
Brought down on the play by number 44, Wyatt Apple. Down.
Hastings, a couple nice plays to pick up a couple of first downs here right off the bat for them.
You just follow them. Okay, so
for that defense to step up and
so like if they're here, like they're lined up.
On our side.
You zoom out.
Pistol formation. Handoff goes up the middle. And the Tigers gain of about 8 yards on the play. That's Cooper Cole's 3rd carry of the game. He's got 18 yards, 3 carries. Good stop by the Beatrice defense, short of a first down, 2nd down, and about a yard and a half here for the Tigers. Tucker Sinek is the quarterback, 6'2", 160-pound senior. Shotgun formation, drops back to pass, looks to air it out, and does so, and it is caught down the full field, and that is number 12 on the catch, Keith Creams. Keith and Creams.
Brought down by Bo Spilker.
Nice little rollout.
Back to the Beatrice 21-yard line. First down, Tigers.
BB there, but recovered both in there quickly to get that top.
Pick up about 31 yards on the pass completion there.
Down to their own 20 or our 20.
Pistol formation here. Handoff goes up the middle again. That's Cooper Cole, his 4th carry, and very close to a first down. Pick up about 9 on the play. He's got 4 carries now, 27 yards. Cooper Cole, a 5'10", 215-pound senior. Orangeman defense backed up against the wall here inside the red zone. Chance Verdon lines up in the slot. Pass down to the about 2-yard line. That's enough for a first down on the play, and that is number 8, I believe, on the catch. It's Brian Hartman.
Immediately on the play by Beatrice at the 1-yard line. First down,
It's like they're spotting the ball at the 1 now, so just like short distance to go to Bader for the Tigers on their first possession here. Real nice drive for them, so back there on the moving down the field. Hasn't really been too many huge plays, a couple of 12, 15 yards, but I'd say nothing really busted necessarily for the Orangeman defense on the first possession. Just Hastings had a little more than the Orangeman did moving that ball down the field.
The 1-yard touchdown run by Cooper Cole, and the first points on the board of this game. 8:07 to go in the first quarter of play. For a 1-yard touchdown run. Gives Hastings the early 6-0 lead here with 8:07 to go in the first quarter.
Pretty easy for Brent to run that touchdown. Just a second kick, which is up and 0-0 lead. But like I was saying, that run right up here through the middle on the replay. Pretty easy little 1-yard walk into the end zone.
So Hastings comes out with the momentum on offense. Their quarterback, Tucker Sinek, 4 of 4 for 47 yards on that drive. He was 3 for 3 for 47 yards, sorry. Cooper Cole, 5 carries, 28 yards, and a touchdown on the first drive. We'll see what the Orangeman offense can do now.
Time you can start 3 for 3 with that kind of yardage, you're pretty good on your first drive. I would take that tomorrow in some 11 o'clock game.
Yeah. Good balanced attack by Hastings there. Used the run primarily, but the passing game came with the run. A nice blend.
It was just enough to keep the Orangeman defense off balance.
So Brian Hartman will kick off here. Nope, check me on that. That is Chance Verlin kicking off for the Tigers. Gonna go back into the end zone. Beatrice will get it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. We have a special guest following the band performance tonight. Hannah Lose coming in to talk about the upcoming play this weekend. So keep tuned in for that. Hannah will talk about what you can expect to see. Great talent Beatrice High School will have this weekend in the play. Once Upon a Mattress is what it's called. 1st and 10 Orangemen at the 20-yard line. They're trailing 7-0 here. I formation. Crawford pitch back to Merrick Johnson. Johnson across the 20, 25, down about the 28, 29-yard line. Pick up about 9 on the play for Merrick Johnson, first play.
Nice job of getting that ball to the outside when it looked like he was going to get stopped behind the line of scrimmage there.
Ball at the 29-yard line.
Merrick, 6 foot, 200-pound junior. Mentioned the quarterback, Boston Crawford, just a sophomore this year, 6 foot, 145 pounds. So good first play there for the Orangemen. Offset I formation this time for Beatrice. Crawford will go under center. Bo Spilker in motion. Handoff goes to Bo, and he is trapped back at the 25-yard line. Pick up loss of about 4 on the play. The counter play from Bo Spilker.
Ball back to the 26-yard line.
We've seen a lot more of that eye since the first game of the season. Really, this Beatrice Orangeman team kind of changed their identity after the first game of the season. The eyes done some good things for them since that week 1. They kind of took it on the chin that first week. Cook here open this season, but they've seen some good things from him since.
Crawford will roll out to his right side, airs it down the field, and is out of bounds, incomplete.
Pass from Boston Crawford falls incomplete.
Good coverage by the Hastings Tigers on that. Woody really open on the sideline.
4th and 4 for Beatrice.
You get right there on that boundary, gives you an extra defender anyway, so pass kind of sailed out of bounds there. Bring up a 4th and 5. The Orangemen will have to punt here. See if they can
back to kick for Beatrice.
stop the Tigers. Back on the other side of the field.
Merrick Johnson doing the punting chores here for the Orangemen. Merrick does just about everything. He was quarterback for a while, running back.
Just about to say he's kind of the do-it-all for the Orangemen.
Merrick's punt. It's high up. Bounces about the 43. Goes out of bounds around the 44, 45-yard line. That's where Hastings will take over.
About the 44-yard line. First down, Hastings.
Beatrice High School B Broadcasting would like to thank our sponsors, Beatrice Community Hospital, Building Tech, FNBO, First State Bank, Nebraska, Garnett Investment Strategies, Jones Group Insurance and Financial Services, Security First Bank, Southwick Chiropractic and Wellness, Sunrise Bakery, the Beatrice Mary Family YMCA, sing the song now, and Playboff Pharmacy. Thank you for your support of Beatrice High activities and athletics.
Pass down the field, gets it by the defender, and on down the field That is
Pass from Cynic
number
is
8,
complete.
Roy Hartman with reception.
Good pickup for Hastings there on first
Brought down
down.
by
From their own 45 all the way up to the Beatrice 34 on their first play.
Brings it first and 10 Hastings.
21 yards, if I math that right.
You damn mapped it right. Four for 4 now is Tucker Cynic. And passing. Play goes up middle, gain about 3 on the play for the Tigers.
Ball carried by Kate Satterley.
Using a variety of different running backs here early.
Brought
Nice
down
job
by
by the Orangeman line to
Grayson
just
Klein
hole there.
at the 31
Filled
yard
that
line,
quickly,
brings up
stopped
second
him for a
and
gain
7.
of 3 on that play.
This time on the carry, that is Cade Satterley, 5'7", 165-pound senior for Hastings. Passing play down the field and in and out of the arms of the intended receiver.
Boy, that meant a heck of a catch. Oh, they threw a flag at the end. Barton wonders if it's just because he's a little dinged up on the play there, because the official didn't seem to throw that real quick on that one. I will say that we're not in the Big Ten, so I can talk about it and not get fined. But
But John Reason was back there on coverage for Beatrice.
see if I can find that one. But it just looked like pretty good coverage by the Orangeman on that one. But sometimes good coverage still draws a flag. He's up and moving now, though, so that's the good sign.
Moving the ball back. And now Coach Keiser is upset on the sidelines. He is not happy.
Personal foul is the call on
See over there,
Beatrice.
his orange Hawaiian shirt on the sideline. I will say, I saw that replay with the front back. I'm not sure on that.
Well, first and 10 Hastings at the Beatrice 16-yard line. Tigers in a pistol formation. 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Handoff goes up the middle, and Beatrice right there to stop it.
Ball carried by Kate Satterley. Met right
Nice
at
job
the
by
line
Merrick
of
Johnson
scrimmage by
stepping
Merrick
up there right
Johnson.
on the edge of the line, getting the stuff, and no doubt bringing him down. He said, nuh-uh, not
Ball to the
tonight.
16-yard line, brings up
Merrick
second
coming in
and
for that
10.
middle linebacker position. Mention all that Merrick does. Punter, running back, quarterback, tight end, middle linebacker. And probably overlooked is how great of a wrestler he is. Handoff, nope. Roll out to the left side, pass down the field. He's caught John Reason there on the tackle.
Passing
The catch,
complete,
Keith and
number 12,
Krings.
Keith and Krings. Brought down immediately
Yeah,
by
great tackle
John
again there by
Reason.
John, just right there on the sideline, picks
10-yard
that up.
line.
As soon as he catches that, he's there, makes the tackle. Nice open field tackle. You see a penalty flag on the play. The Orangeman clapping. Looks like that's going to go backward for Hastings as well.
Maybe a makeup call for the last one.
Here's that last one on the end zone, or not in the end zone, but close to it. Orangeman got flag. Pass comes down. He looks to catch it, and then he takes a shot, but it was in front of him. It wasn't at the head.
It was not a defensive player either. He was in the act of receiving. And as a former official, I understand Coach Keiser's upset about that.
Second down.
That's understandable on that.
Second down and long here for the Tigers. Ball all the way back there, 31. Cynic looks downfield and gets out of pressure. Airs it out down the middle of the field and into the end zone for the touchdown. Number 11, Chance Verdon with the 31-yard reception.
Way too much time in the pocket. About 3 yards. Probably should have had one. Fortunately, he was able to sneak through there and find an open receiver down the field.
So Cynic hits Verdon for the touchdown. 31-yard touchdown pass.
Chance Verdon to attempt the extra point.
gives Hastings a 2-score advantage here, first quarter. Kick is up and it is good. 14-0. Tigers up on top of the Orangemen here. 4:53 to go in the first quarter play.
See on that replay, there's 1, 2, almost 3.
Once again, the Beatrice Educational Foundation would like to thank the head of the class sponsors. Their support allows us to support students with scholarships. With Lady Mary
Vernon to tie it in. He's 6'2", 220 senior.
Support also allows the foundation to support teachers with teacher grants and awards.
I hate to say it,
We salute
6'2", 220. Beatrice doesn't have a whole lot of those type of guys.
No.
Pinnacle Bank and Security First Bank.
We'll see what the offense can do here for the Orangemen.
Kicking for the Tigers, Chance Burton. Back deep for Beatrice. Bo Spilker and John Reeson.
Homecoming night 2024. Nebraska up early on UCLA, 11-10 in the first set. Got that tuned in as well. So Cornhusker volleyball team playing tonight against the Bruins of UCLA. Chance Virgin also does the kickoffs for the Tigers. Kick is up, line drive kick. Taken at the 10-yard line, across 15, the 20, 25, and down close to the 30-yard line is where Beatrice returns it. And that is John Reason on the return.
Yeah, right on the 30 there. Nice return by John. See if the Orangemen get something going here.
It looks more like this one.
Beautiful night for football. Oh, that shot from the sideline there. See the clouds off to the east.
Amy.
We've had some great weather recently. I mean, obviously we take some more rain, but can't complain. I just love fall. Cool mornings and the evenings cool down so quick. It's definitely my time of year.
And off goes up the middle, about 1 yard pickup on the play for Beatrice there. You can see the numbers. Numbers are still kind of hard to see on the Oregon jersey. That's Merrick Johnson. He has 2 carries for 10 yards. Second down and 9. Well, at least we're not in hurricane watch like they are down in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina.
Yeah, I talked to a friend of mine down in Georgia, kind of by the Atlanta area, so they had 8 inches of rain. Not much wind where he is. He's fine up in there. We haven't had 8 inches of rain hardly this year.
Yeah.
Let alone in 24, 48 hours. So.
It's Yuba.
Takes a handoff. Crawford's pass is deflected and intercepted near the 30-yard line. On the interception there is number 50, Brody Tinsman, 5'11", 195-pound senior for Hastings. So Hastings is ball back in Beatrice territory.
Yeah, he picked up the guy outside. He just came flying in. Boston was going to get leveled if he didn't get rid of it. That tip just fluttered. Hastings able to grab that one, and they're in business again.
So the Tigers send 2 to the left side, 1 to the right side. Shotgun formation here for Tucker Sinek. Handoff, sweep play, and that one's caught and then broke a tackle. Back up the middle again. 10, fumble on the play. It goes into the end zone, and that will be, touchback Beatrice. So they get lucky there. Nice. Keith and Krings fumbled the ball, but it was not because he lost it. One of the defenders came up from behind him and punched the ball out. Good defense by Beatrice.
Yeah, real nice play to punch the ball out.
So 1st and 10, Beatrice, the 20-yard line. Let's see if they can take advantage of this Hastings turnover. Boston Crawford. Lead the troops up the battle here. 1st and 10 for the 20. Offset I formation. Crawford under center. Man in motion. Handoff goes. And loss of 4 or 5 on the play there. Good tackle by Jarrett Kilker.
Brought down by number 56.
Not sure what number that was. Again, these numbers are hard to read, orange on gray. So I wasn't sure who made the carry there.
Second and 13 for Beatrice.
You want to guess who punched that ball out?
John Reason?
John Reason.
That's what I thought.
On the backside is come around, punch that ball out on the backside. We got the replay to show you that. Get a chance here. Star of that one. That was probably for the Orangemen. That's the play of the game right now. For
Yeah.
Sure.
Offset I formation. No correction. That's a pistol formation for Boston Crawford. Crawford, screen pass near side, caught by Bo Spilker, and he is down near the 25-yard line. Pick up about 8 on the play.
Pass from Crawford is complete to number 1, Bo
That turnover
Spilker.
by Hastings.
Gain out to the 25-yard line, brings up 3rd and 5 for Beatrice.
Two right there, punches it from the back. Offensive player had no idea it was there. Merrick trying to corral it, but doesn't really matter. Goes out the back of the end zone off a control of Hastings. So Beatrice got the ball on the 20. 5 yards here on the first couple downs. Brings up 3rd and 5 for the
25-yard line. And pistol formation here for Boston Crawford. One lone setback. Crawford airs it out, and ball incomplete. Looked like the receiver slipped on the far side.
little bobble on the
Pass from
snap
Boston
too.
Crawford falls
Maybe got
incomplete, brings
the
up 4th
defensive
down
player's got a
Beatrice.
tip on it. Maybe on that.
There's a car out back of the press box.
Unfortunately, kind of like we've
with the
seen for the
lights on.
Orangemen. They have to punt for what, 3rd time tonight already?
3A 63.
Crawford 1 for 4 passing for 8 yards and an interception.
Copper Cole.
Beatrice running. Eric Johnson has 2 carries for 10 yards. And that has been all for Beatrice offensively. A couple of runs that were negative yardage. So Beatrice to punt the football. Eric Johnson may have been tipped. I think it was. And it goes out of bounds near the 50, 49-yard line.
Yeah, Merrick does that roll out to his right when he goes to kick that kind of what do they call it, the Aussie style kick now. There's a lot of, you're seeing a lot in football.
Ball spotted at the Beatrice 43-yard line.
Fortunately for
First down,
Beatrice,
Tigers.
that's where Hastings has had a guy coming through on at least a couple of those punts. Almost blocked one earlier. That one might have been tipped. But even if they're not tipped or blocked, just the pressure to get that off, and then you got to angle it so much higher, keep getting the length out of the kick, unfortunately.
Well, 1st and 10 Tigers. They move the ball up to about the 43-yard line.
Oh my
Where it went
God.
out of bounds. We have a flag on the play.
Penalty flag on the play.
Looks yours is not.
Shifting there, see if
Actually, no, we're going back.
call it
And
on
ball
Beatrice.
offside.
Offsides. Encroachment.
In the neutral zone there.
Penalty puts the ball at the 37-yard line.
So it brings up a 1st and 5 for the Tigers.
Bro, are you insane?
They'll line up in the shotgun formation. One lone set back to the left of Tucker Sinek. Handoff goes to the running back. He's up the middle and gets down close to about the 27-yard line.
Ball carried.
On the carry there, that's Cade Satterley.
Cooper Cole tripped up by Bo Spilker. At the
He's got 3 carries for 10 yards.
First down.
1st and 10 Tigers at the Beatrice 27-yard line. It is homecoming night. We'll talk about the Kings and the Queen finalists. The commencement will be after the football game.
We will stick around for that. Have that for you.
Oh my God.
Great pass, great catch over the defender there.
Pass from Sinek is complete to Rowan Hartman
What
for
a
a
throw and
Hastings
catch.
touchdown.
We're gonna lock these.
Brian Hartman on the touchdown reception there.
I mean, that's a throw you see at the next level.
Yeah.
Just over that outside shoulder. That's, you can't fault the Beatrice defender on that ball.
That's
That
perfect.
is perfect.
No, it's a goal. Yeah, no, the Barstool. Not the Beatrice Bears.
This point is up and good. And Hastings has a big lead here early, 21-0 over the Orangemen. Meanwhile, Sinek has just been on fire passing. He has not thrown an incompletion yet. He is 6 for 6 for 126 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wow.
Yeah, we saw it on that replay there. Like we said, that's just a perfectly placed ball. Nothing you can
Once
do
again,
about it.
businesses that support the foundation by being B Club members are
So Beatrice in a big hole here, 3 touchdown deficit. Let's see what they can do to turn things around.
You are reminded that right after the game tonight, we will be having the
Talking earlier about how busy of a week it's been. Softball and volleyball both had a couple of games this week. Volleyball was at home on Monday night. They played the Syracuse Rockets and swept that one 3-0.
back deep again. Will Stoker and
They
John
were on the
Reeson.
road last night up to Wahoo to face a really tough Homer squad. Ozar unfortunately got swept on the road at that one. But that was volleyball this week.
The softball team defeated Ralston, and it was a very entertaining. Generally, that one always goes down the wire, but this year, Lady Orange flex their muscles. They show how good they really are. In fact, one of our camera people tonight, Layla Boyko, with a home run over the center field wall. And steroid testing starts at 5 o'clock this evening for Layla. Boy, she really hammered that ball. She hammered that ball. She's Layla.
It's great to see her have success on that side of the plate as well.
Yeah.
Most of us that even remotely follow Beatrice softball know that she's usually the one in the circle throwing those nasty pitches against the other team. Kind of the ace pitcher for Beatrice, you would say. And, so fun to see her have success on the offensive side as well.
Well, she is my most improved player from last year. She is just leaps and bounds. She was good last year. She is great this year.
Yeah, I think last year there were still some of the nerves of being a younger kid playing varsity and all that stuff. A junior this year, but like a lot of these kids you hear us talk about, just great kids.
Yeah.
Whether it's Merrick who's out here playing football and then comes and does wrestling. Some of those other baseball players that are playing football right now. Yeah, kids that we're talking about that receive homecoming, that are in the musical, that are in the band, that do just all kinds of things. That's one of the things I've always loved about the Beatrice is it's a big enough school where you can pick and choose a few activities if that's what you want to do, but we're still the size where you want to do a little bit of everything. By golly, you can do it.
Yeah. And they do it. I mean, they're great ambassadors of the school. I mean, just.
And really one of the things kids learn by being in a lot of activities is time management, being responsible, making sure they get their assignments done in a timely manner, and that sort of thing. Some of those life skills that employers are looking for down the road. And that sort of thing. So,
Multitasking.
yeah, when you hear the staff here at Beatrice High talk about our kids, that's some of the things we always think of is that balance that they have to do. Being in all those activities.
Yeah.
Leading the tackle
On the carry there at Cale Cook.
ball at the 38-yard line.
But before we do that, that brings us to the end of the first quarter. The Hastings Tigers lead the Beatrice Orangemen 21-0 at the end of the first.
Beatrice again struggling to find offense and defense. Obviously, Hastings really come out and played hard, 21-0. And the passing by their quarterback, Tugger Sinek, has been tremendous.
Yeah, that's really been the story of the game so far. He's found the open guys, haven't dropped a single one, I think.
And the fumble in the end
The
zone.
one fumble by his receiver there, but even that was a pretty open play. On that was a better play by the defensive player. Regroup here, see what we can do. Get some positive momentum.
Our site producer tonight, Ezzy Cuevas, smartest man on the planet, is down on the sidelines. Our producing engineer is Andrew Johnson, the maestro, my partner tonight here in Mission Control. Our camera people, the home run queen, Layla Boyko and Lexi Mustin. Caden Zatera also is here for Beam Broadcasting tonight. Great staff.
Yeah, thanks to all those guys for being out there. I know those high school kids with it being homecoming, they want to hang out with their friends and be a student. That's one thing that's asked of them to be a part of Beam is that sometimes you got to set that stuff aside and do your job and whatever. But good kids, they enjoy it.
I will stack our bunch and Beam Broadcasting, our students, against any so-called professionals in the profession because they do a great job. Pass near side is caught and broken tackle, 45 down to the 49-yard line.
That's from Boston Crawford is complete to number 10.
Hard again to see that number. Maybe it was,
Connor Hayden.
There we go. Breaks a tackle.
Ball
Gains a few more yards.
spotted at the 48
10 yards on the play.
3rd and 4, Beatrice.
We got the 3rd and 4. So manageable 3rd down here.
Yeah, so take pride. I mean, our staff is proud and loud and gets the job done. As you watch on Beam Broadcasting, I can't say enough about our students that do the job behind the cameras, and I'll stack them up against any so-called professional any day of the week. Hand off to the fullback up the middle, powers his way down.
Real nice play there. Just a quick handoff.
Connor
right
Hayden.
up the
Ball
middle.
carried by Connor Hayden for a Beatrice
Connor
first down.
cut the 10-yard pass and then plows his way forward there for first down.
Might be something we need to see a little more. You saw even on that replay there, Hastings had a guy in the backfield that we handed off that fullback that's just right behind him and get the ball. They just don't have time to react. So find Coach Keiser and the offensive staff. That's something I'm looking to do. But Hastings has kind of had their way around the edge and through the middle, but with quick hitters, you just got to keep the ball moving.
I formation, Boston Crawford to go under center. One wide receiver to the right side, man in motion. Hand off, powers way up the middle. That's
There it is, basically the exact same
2-yard
play.
pickup.
Connor Hayden again
About
with the
3 on
nice
that
gain
one,
on the
so-
play. Brought down by
There we
number
go, just like
57,
we
Jared Kiker.
Get that ball in somebody else's hands before Hastings can figure out where it's at.
Gain of 3 brings
Connor
up
2
second
carries for
and 7
9 yards
Beatrice
now.
follows
He has
the
1 catch for 10
4-yard line.
yards. So Connor Hayden got us moving. 6'3", 200-pound junior.
It's first time on the Hastings side of the field for the Orangemen tonight, so that's great progress. Let's get some positive momentum.
I formation, Crawford under center. Handoff goes to Merrick Johnson up the middle, and Merrick powers his way forward across the 40 down to the 35-yard line. Keep the motor moving for big number 8.
Brought down on the play by number 6, Kate Satterley. That's a Beatrice first down.
Merrick now 4 carries for 28 yards.
First down, Orangemen.
First and 10, Beatrice at the 35-yard line. To Lexi and Layla and Caden, we appreciate you, and of course Ezzy Cuevas, the smartest man on the planet, coming back to help us out for homecoming broadcast here on Beam. I formation, Boston hands off to the fullback and powers his way forward. Flag, late flag on the play.
Penalty flag on the play.
On the carry, Connor Hayden.
By Connor Hayden, brought down by number
They'll
57.
pick up of about 3 or 2 on the play. And we'll discuss the penalty. That comes from the upper sidelines. The line judge. I think it may be a face mask here. Well, we'll see the indication. And the upper clapping. Personal foul
Personal foul. Low to the
on
head.
Hastings, so it'll go Beatrice's way. So it'll be a first down and 10 for Beatrice inside the Hastings red zone. Tigers are up 21-0, but Beatrice moving the football here. It's almost like Hastings woke up a sleeping giant on this drive.
Not going to complain about some free yardage there.
First and 10 from the 18-yard line. One wide receiver splits the left side. Offset I formation as Boston Crawford goes under center. Boston will hand off to Merrick. Merrick breaks the tackler too and gets up for maybe a yard gain on the play. His tailback position. Merrick 5 carries now for 29 yards. No gain on the play. Second down and 10 from the 18. One wide receiver will split to the left side. I formation for Boston Crawford. He'll go under center. Crawford drops back to pass. Heavy rush, rolls out to his left side, looks downfield, airs it out, and caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Beatrice. Touchdown. John Reason, give him 6.
Boy, and he was wide open there. You could see it right there on the end of that play. There is nobody around him. Real nice job by Boston to find a little time and locate him in the back of the end zone.
Beatrice strikes here early in the second quarter. 18-yard touchdown pass from Boston to John. Crawford and John Reason give Beatrice on the scoreboard here and back within 2 touchdowns of Hastings after the extra point is good. So Beatrice on the scoreboard now. Got a little momentum going. Let's see if they can carry that on. Like volleyball, it's all momentum. Play it like a volleyball match.
Get the defense to step up, make a stop. You know, see what you can do again this next time, and get the ball one more time before halftime, hopefully, and do what you just did and go down there and only be down a score going to the half.
I'm gonna have to ask Coach Keiser where he got that Hawaiian shirt. He looks like Magnum PI.
Nice. I would definitely wear that one.
Yes. Our coaching staffs are great here. Cassie Eichhoff, former Cassie Parks, is a head volleyball coach her first year, and Gary Lytle for the softball team has that team rocking and rolling again this year. Our coaching staff really great. Football, can't say it enough good things about Coach Keiser. He is just a great human being. High kick, taken at the 3-yard line. Across the 15, down at about the 20-yard line. That's where Beatrice makes a tackle there.
Looks like maybe that was Caden Schuster in on the tackle, if I can read those numbers. Did you see 14 on the tackle?
I think so. Hayden Shoemaker on the kickoff return for Hastings. So 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 20-yard line. Nebraska up by 1 late in the first set, 24-23. In case you're not watching the UCLA and Nebraska game, we'll keep you updated on it.
Well, clearly, if they're listeing to us, they're not watching that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess they could have 2 screens like we do, but
yeah, that's the benefit of being
if
in mission
they're
control.
hearing you say,
yeah, run up the middle for 5 yards. And Cade Satterley on the carry for 5. He's got 4 carries now for 15 yards. Second down and 5 for the Tigers. Yeah, that's a great thing about being in mission control to broadcast the game. You get to watch Nebraska volleyball as well, and John Cook with his black eye. Shotgun formation here. Pass far sidelines is good. Down about the 40-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup on the play.
Nice job by the receiver to come back to the open spot in the coverage there, find an open hole right along the sideline. Then he goes back up the field, and I'm not sure why he didn't just go down at one point there, because he saw that hit coming and then he took it. So
Tucker Sinek remains perfect passing.
Boy, pretty incredible for somebody to be 3/4 of the way through the first half, and there's another completed pass.
Out of the backfield.
Right to midfield, looks like where they're going to spot that ball.
That'd be enough for a first down for the Tigers, 10-yard pickup. 151 yards. 8 for 8 and 2 touchdowns for Tucker Sinek now. Wow.
8 for 8. Not tons of passes thrown,
No.
but effective. And really none of them have been deep balls. Beatrice has thrown the ball deep more than Hastings has.
The run up the middle. Satterley across the 40. Down across the 30, breaks some tackles. 25 down to the 20-yard line. 21-yard line.
Our penalty flag is on the play there, right there on the
30-yard line. That generally comes in the area of illegal block.
Yeah, it's usually a block in the back or something like that on the return.
They move it to the 30-yard line. That's for the personal foul against Hastings. Maybe a crack back block. So that gain's only go for 5 now.
So 1st and 10 with a 20-ish yard gain, and they only gain 5 yards on the play.
So 1st and 5 now. Sweep play to the near side. On the carry there is Keithan Krings. Pick up about 5 yards. I like Hastings' play calling. I mean, they balance the run with the pass almost perfectly. Sweep plays up the middle. You don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah, it's been a nice job by the Hastings coaching staff to mix it up just enough, keep everybody honest. And
shotgun formation here for Tucker Sinek. Gets snap, pass to the far side. These are very safe passes. And down the far sideline.
They're just getting that ball out to the receivers and letting them make the plays, Like we said, Hastings hasn't had to throw it down the field like we saw Beatrice on the last touchdown for the Orangemen. But, Hastings has the yardage, has the scoreboard at this point. So
Keithan
definitely
Krings.
working.
Yeah, three receptions for 56 yards for Keithan Krings. So 1st down and 10 for the Tigers at the Beatrice 29-yard line. Looking for another big Beatrice stop here after they got the momentum on offense. Flags fly to stop the play. Illegal procedure on the offense.
Back them up. One thing, our students do a great job of being positive for our athletes and our players, whether it's football, volleyball, wrestling, basketball, whatever it is. Still makes me think of kind of my high school days where here, that we'd have the beep, beep of the truck going, backing them up on a play like that or something. But, you can be involved and affect the outcome of a game without being unsportsmanlike towards the other team. So that is definitely one thing that over the years we've seen improvement with student sections in schools and that sort of thing. I know it's been a big push with NSAA, and the staff here at Beatrice High has always been one holding our students to a high standard to get them to be encouraging and supportive of your own players without getting after the other team and the officials.
Yeah. Sportsmanship. Pass down the far sideline.
Oh, my.
Wow. That was an athletic play by the quarterback and for the touchdown, but
they're going to say he stepped
out of bounds.
At the 14, it looks like. They're trying to tightrope that sideline, but that was a heck of a play call there, too.
Yeah.
I think that had everybody fooled, you and me included.
They'll mark it inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. So a 16-yard pickup on the play. Sinek runs up the middle, got an opening there, and Tucker Sinek, quarterback, in for the touchdown. 16-yard carry. That's his first carry of the game. And it goes for 16 yards and a touchdown. Hastings adds to their lead.
Beatrice moves down the field real nice there on this previous drive. Gets the touchdown to cut it to 21-7. Then can't get the stop on the ensuing possession for the Tigers. And down they go.
Well, Sinek has accounted for 3 of the touchdowns. That one by rushing for it. The other ones were passing.
Kick is up and good. Hastings 28, Beatrice 7 with 5:42 left in the second quarter here at the House of Orange.
So Hastings gets a 3-touchdown lead back. See if the Orangemen can counter with another good offensive drive.
Yeah, some real nice things from them on that previous possession by the Orangemen. You know, the quick handoff to the fullback a couple of times in a row. Slows down Hastings' rush into the backfield a little bit, and then you can get it off to the running back, Merrick Johnson. You just got to keep them off balance, which really is what we've seen with Hastings. You know, it's been a real nice mix of play calls. You know, the little swing passes, the sweeps, handoff up the middle. That play before the touchdown, the quarterback rolls out. He's actually crossed the line of scrimmage, but is able to throw the ball backward to his receiver going up the sideline and almost broke that for the touchdown. So just, like I said, real nice mix of play calling for them. Trying to keep everybody honest. And,
yeah.
That's what the Orangemen need to do as well.
Yeah. Good balanced offense. Starts with the run. Kickoff goes back to the 1-yard line. Return back across the 20, 25, 30, 35. Good return there.
Oh, and then we get a flag on the Orangemen sideline here. I saw at the bottom one of our cameras here.
On the return that time, I couldn't get the number.
I think I saw a flag anyway. I don't see it sitting there now. Yep, it's our official.
Sideline warning on the Orangemen. So 1st and 10, Beatrice, the run counts back to the 36-yard line.
Need your get back guy. Yeah, that's the one thing I could do for the football team. I could be the get back guy.
Yeah. The one that carries the headset, the cord of the headset. And
sure, I know how to coil cable. I know how to give some marching orders. Did that for a few years.
Someone's got to do it. They do it in the NFL. Crawford takes the snap, a handoff, goes to Merrick Johnson on the far sidelines and powers his way down across the 35-yard line, but maybe they'll mock him out at the 50-yard line.
Either way, nice play. He kind of cut back through there to get to the outside. Again, quick play. Now Beatrice kind of hurry huddle and then get into the line. We'll see how quick they get down and snap this, but a little more urgency here than we've seen.
Yeah. Crawford hands off. Merrick Johnson tries the near side, trying to outrun the defenders across the 45.
Boy, and that's just that's a hustle heart play by Merrick there. There was nothing to the right where that play was supposed to go.
7-yard pickup for Merrick. He's got 7 carries for 50 yards. So he's been a workhorse in the backfield. Second down and about 3 here for the Orangemen. Trying to get something going. You can't get it all back at once. Get the momentum started and going.
Yeah, there's no 21-point play, so just go down, do your thing, score, and you got to get a stop.
Merrick Johnson powers his way forward. Cross the 35 to the 34-yard line.
Boy, Merrick is just he's saying, okay, let's go, boys. I got you.
9-yard pickup. 1st and 10, Beatrice at the 34-yard line. Till they can stop Merrick Johnson, I just keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, this has been, so far this drive, really kind of the Merrick Johnson drive, but it's okay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep. Boston Crawford, under center. Pitch back. New running back here. Across the 30, down to about the 33-yard line. Got Connor Hayden on the carry there. Connor picks up about 6 on the play.
Yeah, like we talked about before, they got the ball on this drive, get out there, mix it up, do some different things with your play calling. And here we go, down the field.
Yep, it starts with the run game, and that's what Beatrice is doing. Coach Keiser knows what he's doing, his staff. 2nd down and 4 inside the Hastings 30-yard line. Crawford under center. And off to the fullback this time. Powers his way across the 25-yard line. That is Cale Cook. Very close to a 1st down. Pick up about 3 on the play for Cale.
Yeah, there's that quick handoff to the fullback we saw on the previous possession for the Orangemen that got them moving down the field pretty good. So coming back to some of those plays they're finding that are working.
3rd and about a yard here. Handoff, fullback up the middle. Cale Cook. Gain of about 2, and that's a 1st and 10 Orangemen, 23-yard line.
Yeah, when you got Cale Cook and Merrick Johnson back there, no need to put your quarterback trying to pick up 1 yard. Just let your bigger guys have that and pick up that little yard.
Cale, we mentioned Merrick and wrestling, but Cale Cook is an unbelievable baseball player. He is a great baseball player. I formation. 1st and 10 Beatrice. Handoff, tailback up the middle, and will power his way down for about a yard or 2.
Nice fight on that play. Stopped kind of at the line of scrimmage. He gets hit here right away, but just keeps those legs churning.
Yeah, it's Merrick Johnson football. A 2nd down and 10, no gain on the play.
Maybe 6 inches.
6 yeah. I don't have a stat sheet that says 6 inches.
That doesn't go in the book, but I'm just looking at the sticks on the other side. They're not perfectly lined up, but
I formation again. Boston Crawford under center. Bo Spelker in motion. Makes the handoff, heavy rush. Boston gets out of 1 tackle, breaks another one, down the floor, down the field, down the 15-yard line. Good pickup by Boston Crawford on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, not quite sure how we missed there on the replay. He had to duck under the first guy that was going to tackle him, and then misses another guy, and still kind of comes down the field and lays the hit on the other guys. So nice job by Boston on that. We're talking about the fullback and the running back previously, but Boston said, hey, I can do it too.
Yeah. 9-yard pickup for Boston. Brings up a 3rd down and 1.
There we see Coach Keiser with that Hawaiian shirt. That's even got the Orangeman O all over that thing. That is something.
I've got to get me one of those.
Orangeman going to take a timeout. You see Coach right there call that one. But, yeah, we'll have to hit him up in the post-game interview and be like, hey, buddy.
Or you get one of those Magnum PI Orangeman shirts.
Orangeman Hawaiian.
Yeah. Certainly homecoming festivity-like clothing.
Sure, yeah. Theme tonight, again, was the neon construction thing. I'm sure we'll see more of that as the night goes on.
Yeah.
But,
we see the student section all in the. I'm thinking, where's the road construction? Well, that's Merrick Johnson behind the bulldozer there.
Yeah, he's running the bulldozer or the road grader or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Once again, thanks to our sponsors, Beatrice Community Hospital, Building Tech, FNBO, First State Bank, Nebraska, Garnett Investment Strategies, Jones Group, Insurance and Financial Services, Security First Bank, Southwick Chiropractic and Wellness, Sunrise Bakery, the YMCA, and Claybaugh Pharmacy. Thanks to all of those guys for being proud supporters of Beatrice High Athletics and Beam. If you would like to become a sponsor of Beatrice High Athletics or Beam Broadcasting, please contact the Beatrice High School office, and we will get you more information on that.
Pitch back, now a throw down the field just short of the intended receiver.
Had him there, yeah, just a little short. If that ball would have just had a little more air under it, again, he was behind the coverage and open in the end zone.
Eric Johnson on the pass there, and he's thrown some balls. He's a quarterback as well. I say great job by the pride of Beatrice High, the cheerleaders, Coach Emily Dean. Mallory Hupka just had a baby. She's the coach of the Black Diamond Dancers.
And it's Coach Dean's birthday today, so happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday, Coach Dean. And congratulations, Coach Hupka and her husband, Drew, having a baby named Hayes. Hayes Hupka was born. So Mallory and Drew, congratulations. 1st and 10, Beatrice at the 13-yard line.
Another nice drive here by the Orangemen. After the first 3 of them they had to punt on. Now these last couple have just been nice, methodical drives down the field. A little mix of fullback, running back, quick passes to the outside. Missed that shot there on the last play to the end zone. A couple of quarterback keepers.
The ball looks like knocked away, and Hastings on the fumble recovery. Is that an interception?
I think that one's going to be knocked out and popped up. And unfortunately for the Orangemen, that's going to be the end of a nice drive there.
Cade Satterley with the fumble/interception recovery. So 1st and 10 Tigers. They stopped the Beatrice drive. They're now at the 28-yard line. Shotgun formation here for the Tigers. Sinek pass again right down the far sidelines, and
on that play, he wanted to go deep with it. That's where he was looking, but then just smartly checked it down, and found his guy right on the sideline.
7-yard pickup. The Keithan Creams.
Here's that last turnover by the Orangemen. We'll see if we can see exactly what happened on it. There's some miscommunication. Receiver comes running back in. It looked like he actually tried to toss it back to Boston, but Hastings was able to gobble that up and move it up the field a little bit for them.
Screen pass.
If you're the Orangemen, you want to minimize damage here. If you're Hastings, you want to get out of bounds. You got 3 timeouts yet in your pocket, so plenty of time with just 34 seconds on the clock, but they're now up to the 44-yard line already. So,
Yep, 34 seconds. Beatrice defense got to do the job. Keep it within striking distance here, 28-7. Shotgun formation here for Tucker Sinek. Takes the handoff. Airs it out. Almost intercepted. That far side.
Nice play on the far sideline there.
I'm trying to get that number. Is that John Reason again?
It was a number in the teens, but
it's hard to see the orange.
Maybe 13, Isaiah Socktemeyer over there.
Maybe. He plays defensive back.
That would make sense.
Yes. There. Heavy rush on Sinek here. And the pass down the field caught. Wow.
That's got to be their longest play of the night there, for sure. Passing play. Most of the rest of those have been short. That one's going to go for 37 yards, I think. No, more than that even. All the way down to the
18-yard line. So that's 43.
On the other 44. Sure, yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm going to put down, $43. Yeah. He's thrown for 225 yards this first half.
Boy.
1 incompletion. That was almost intercepted. That's the only incompletion. There's a second incompletion.
There it is, the first true drop of the night by the Tigers. But really, that one's not going to hurt him much. That was covered pretty well on the outside by the Orangemen. So drop the ball. He was going to be tackled inbounds. They would have had to use a timeout, which they got 3 with under 20 seconds. They're probably still going to end up going at halftime with some timeouts left over, but not all bad for them dropping the ball on that play.
Pistol formation. Sonic drops back to pass, runs forward, airs it out. It is caught inside the 5 and down close to the 1 yard line. That is Keithan Krings again. Mark at the 1.
Nice throw, a nice catch by the receiver there. He was bobbling it a little bit, but unfortunately Beatrice defenders there couldn't get a hand in there to pop that one loose like they did previously. But you know, the scoreboard says one thing, but all in all, I think especially the second part of this first half, Coach Keiser and the staff have to be happier with what they've seen here in the second quarter, headed into halftime.
Especially on the offensive end. They've had 2 good drives. One was a touchdown. The other one stalled out in a turnover.
Yeah, definitely on the offensive side.
First and goal for the Tigers at the 1 yard line. Cooper Cole is the lone running back behind Tucker Sinek. Handoff goes to Cole up the middle. He dives in the end zone for a touchdown. Follows that big offensive line up. That's his second touchdown of the night. Both of 1 yard. So with just 7 seconds to go, Hastings extends their lead to 34-7. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 35-7, Hastings with the lead with 7 seconds to go in the first half. We mentioned that Mallory Hubka and her husband Drew, Mallory the coach of the Black Diamond Dancers, had a baby. Hayes Hubka, also another good friend of ours, Derek Clausen and his wife Lena had a baby. Wynn, the name of the little girl, Wynn Clausen. Congratulations to Derek and Lena as well. 2 of her friends out of the Beatrice Country Club.
Lena works over at the elementary school and she's not home with the little one, so
yeah,
another Beatrice staffer there.
Having babies. And I'm Uncle Brian. Already declared my my status with Wynn and Hayes. Uncle Brian.
Well, I'm sure if you're going to give them gifts,
heck
nobody's going to complain about the
yes,
creepy Uncle Brian coming around.
I'm not not like Christmas Vacation, where the creepy uncle there.
I apologize.
Creepy Uncle Brian. Kids, I'm not creepy.
No, we love you, buddy.
Appreciate it. Ball knelt down at the 20-yard line. Beatrice kickoff return.
Yeah, don't try to do anything fancy on that kick there. Just field the ball, take the knee. I'm going to guess we see a kneel down here and head into halftime with our score 35-7.
Yep. Try to regroup here at halftime. Let the band take over for us. The mighty band from Beatrice land be here at halftime. And also following the band, we'll have Hannah Losman, who's in charge of the play, come in after the band performs to tell you about the play Once Upon a Mattress to be airing this weekend at the Hevelone Center. Boston takes a knee, and that will end the first half of play. 35-7 in favor of the Tigers over the Orangemen here at halftime.
Yeah, 35-7, but like we said, last couple of drives, Beatrice on offense, they're moving the ball down the field. So it's something they can and I'm sure will take away from that and say, you know what, we've got some positive things on offense. We're doing some things there. On defense, we need to do a little better job tackling, making sure where we know that where the guy is coming out of the backfield. A lot of those passes have just been those little swing passes to the outside, that kind of thing. It hasn't been, anything real fancy.
No.
Or not even a whole lot over the middle or anything like that. It's just been, to the outside, little quick passes and smart plays. Let's listen in to the Black Diamond Dancers here.
Give it up for your Black Diamond Dancer. The band's show is entitled Breakout, reflecting the danger and adrenaline of breaking out of prison. The show is divided into four forms: breakout, on the run, hopeful, and final escape. The soloists are Henry Betham on mellophone, Carter Mertz on tuba, Sean Serrera on tenors. Under the direction of Brandon Carter, Nick Thompson, Casey Carrillo, and Kayla Shirley. This is the Beatrice High School Marching Band. Casey Carrillo, Kaylee Shuri. The solos were Henry Trapman on millphone, Carter Mertz on tuba, and Sean Sherrera on tenor. The band would like to thank the VHS Fine Boosters for their continued support of the program. We would not be able to do it without you. Thank you, VHS Fine Arts Boosters. Your Beatrice High School Marching Band. After the homecoming game is over, we'll be crowning the homecoming king and queen, so please be invited to stay for that. welcome all alumni back here to Beatrice for the homecoming game. And Beatrice Educational Foundation would like to thank its head of the class sponsors. Their support allows us to support students and with scholarships, with the Lady Mary's Fund, and an after-school program. Their support also allows the foundation to support teachers with teacher grants and awards. We salute the Beatrice Community Hospital, the Kaufman Family Foundation, Pinnacle Bank, and Security First Bank.
(35-7) our halftime score as Hastings lead the Orangemen here on homecoming night. Thanks to our producing engineer sitting next to me, Andrew Johnson, the maestro. The site producer is Ezzy Cuevas, smartest man on the planet. He's down on the sidelines with the camera. And our camera people up top, Lexi Mustin and Layla Boyko and Caden Zastera, our Beam broadcast crew tonight. I'm Brian Cook. And Beatrice will be receiving the ball here to begin the second half of play, trying to erase a 35-7 deficit.
I do want to mention our other Beam broadcasters that we got in the class this year.
Yes.
We got Maddie Bunch and Grace Bigley. They're both in the marching band. Mary Ellen Zapata. She's what is she?
Color guard.
Three-year member now, but she's in with the band too. Does color guard. And then Isaac Bruna is on the football team. So that's once in a while we got to call in some alums. Beatrice is going to get the benefit of kickoff out of bounds there, but call in some alums and give us a hand, especially on homecoming. That's kind of fun, you know. But you know, this like we said, we talked about the kids all night that are in so many different activities. And just Beam right there just goes to show you that, you know, you take on a football night, you're down to 3 Beam kids that aren't busy doing something with the football game already. So
yeah. And Lexi and Layla have other activities too, and they step up and do the job on our camera. And again, I would stack these students up against anybody as a so-called professional in broadcasting because they do a great job. We've seen the great pictures here on the cameras.
Well, we're still learning. You know, there's things.
They're still learning. They're still learning better than everybody else. That's what's great about it.
As we go along, you know,
yeah.
We'll get back together on Monday or next week and go, okay, what did we learn from that game? You know, that's just like athletics. You know, you do one and then you rehash and you talk about it. What can we do better next time?
It's all about money and the great sponsorship we have. That money stays right here at Beatrice High School. It does not go out of town. Doesn't go to Omaha, doesn't go to Norfolk, doesn't go to anybody else, but here at Beatrice High School, when you sponsor Beam Broadcasting, it stays with the students. We appreciate your sponsorship. It goes a long way, helping us get the broadcast out. Not just athletics, but arts and activities as well. 2nd and 10 here. Boston Crawford pass, gain of about a yard or 2 on the play. He dumps it off on the far sidelines. Trying to see who that was too. Again, those numbers are so hard to read on those gray jerseys.
Yeah, far side of the field too.
Connor Hayden.
Over there.
So it brings up a 3rd down and 8 for the Orangemen at the 37-yard line. Our thanks to all tuning in that are listening in. Bev Schmalley and Carter Blowbaum. Can't say enough about you guys. And the Jurgens family. I formation here, 3rd and 8. Hannah Losman is in the building now.
I'm going to correct you, Los.
Los, sorry.
Just Los.
Hannah Los, my bad. Not her maiden.
Joins us back here. Welcome, Hannah, to the studio.
He'll turn you up here in a minute, Hannah.
Yeah, we got her. There we go. Hannah and I have spent a little bit of time together this week getting ready for the musical, which starts tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Yes. Kids have been working hard for 6 weeks. they're going to put on their show Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
The show this year, of course, is Once Upon a Mattress, which is the Princess and the Pea story.
It's a comedic retelling. Yes. It just has been revived. It's a 1970s show that originally had Carol Burnett as the star, and it's just been picked up for Broadway again. So we're getting the kids in on something that's older being made new again. So they've been having a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work and long hours, but they really make it worth it. It's a lot of fun, and they are singing well and acting well, and I'm excited for everybody to hear it or see it on Saturday.
Yeah, like you said, kind of an older show, and so it's different than maybe what you guys have done the last few years with, let's see if I can remember now, Cinderella, and last year was
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, and we had Little Shop of Horrors in there. So, I mean, those aren't new shows, but more popular shows, ones that people know more, and even children's stories and that kind of thing, which, I mean, Princess and the Pea is, but not necessarily the musical. So.
Right, we don't know the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales quite as well as we know some of the other ones like Cinderella. So, yeah, they were a little worried, I think, at the beginning when they didn't know what the show was. They hadn't heard of it before, but I think they're having a lot of fun with it. With all of the humor, some of it's a little more adult. They like that part of it. It's a little different than Mary Poppins.
Yeah. One of the things we've been talking about on the broadcast tonight is these kids that we see, whether it be for beam or football or cheer or dance, and all the number of different activities they're in. And that's no different from musical. You've got cheerleaders and volleyball players and cross-country runners and golfers and tennis players and all of that. So just talk a little bit about how you try to balance and work around some of that stuff to put together a show, like you said, in 6 weeks for the musical. It's maybe a little different than what maybe some people are used to with an athletic season, where you maybe, I guess you don't have more time necessarily, but there's no practice games or anything like that with the musical.
Right.
It's a go.
Right, yeah. Well, we have really dedicated students. They start looking at their schedule when they get it in May and working out when they're going to have to be in practice for their sports or their other activities and when they're going to have to be in musical. I'm really fortunate that I have students who are so responsible and know how to juggle that. I mean, we have like cross-country runners like Lucas Frazier he's running around the track, literally runs off of the track across the parking lot and into rehearsal and starts dancing. So we have really talented and dedicated students that make it happen. If they weren't as responsible as they are, it would be a lot harder. So we're really fortunate to have kids who work as hard as they do.
And we know the stars are at center stage, but people work behind the scenes hard. I'm looking at this. Your student director, Lucy Diekman, choreographers, Kaylee Schweinickel and Hickman, and Brenda Davis. I mean, these are names that work behind the scenes to make this successful.
Yes, yeah, we have a run crew of I think around 10 to 12 students total who are either backstage moving set pieces or upstairs with Andrew doing lights and sound. And then we have some adult staff too, Brenda Davis, who does our set design, she's my sister, and Kaylee Shadwinkle Hickman I know from Doan, so we're getting those connections. But yeah, the students who work backstage, they're kind of our unsung heroes. They really make it happen, and this is our first year having a student director. You talked about Lucy Diekman, and she has really stepped into that role full force. She helps us take attendance, she helps us read lines when other people aren't there, she fills in for roles, she does a lot of those director roles because in our high school I am both the music director for the musical and the actual director, so it's helpful to have another set of hands and eyes to be watching, and she's so responsible and I think really enjoys that job, so we're really lucky to have her. I'm glad she's in that role. I'm looking forward to see in the future what other student directors can do too, by her example this year. So.
That's nice to have students step up in leadership roles like that.
Yes.
Your cast is a who's who of acting here. Cecilia Weedle, Callan Behrens, Abby Hoffman, Drake Dakota, Aubrey Simmons, Jonah Erickson, Carter Mertz, Sarah Dodge, Dave Marstad. the names go on. You got a great cast here.
Yes, a lot of them did community players as younger actors, or now still. I mean, Callan and Cecily were just in Alice by Heart at community players a couple months ago. They went straight from the summer doing that straight into this musical. So we were so fortunate to have programs like Tyler has built with the children's programs at community players that bring up already experienced actors and singers into our groups. I'm not a trained drama teacher, so to have them coming in with some of those foundational skills already is really important. I mean, I can take them so far, but those foundational skills it's great that they have those already.
You work hand in hand a lot with Tyler down at Community Players, don't you?
Yes, they help us with often costuming or set pieces, or like this year they donated to some of our things for lighting. And Tyler, I work with Tyler also to make sure we're having seasons that don't overlap. They don't have the same shows, and a lot of times when I'm picking shows in the last 2 or 3 years, I've reached out to Tyler. Do you think this show would work? Have you, like with the students that you've worked with, do you think that would work? And so I'm really grateful to have him as a sounding board and also a community that helps us with our productions as well.
How many hours behind? I mean, people watch the production 2.5 hours, but it takes a lot more hours behind the scenes to get this all done. I mean, these kids put in a lot of time to make something successful like this.
They do. We run a pretty short production time. We have only 6 weeks of practice, but they actually get their books over the summer. So it depends on the student on how many hours they put in over the summer. But then once we get into the school year, they have rehearsals Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and they're 3-hour rehearsals. So it's a lot of time that they put in. And then, you know, they're putting in time outside of that as well to memorize lines and things. What we're doing in rehearsal is refining things or getting blocking so that they know where to go. But that memorization is happening largely outside of school. So I know a lot of students are at home running their lines with parents. So I'm sure our families know well how much time they put in because they're helping them memorize at home or picking them up and taking them to and fro. We have good parent supporters who make sure their kids are where they need to be, and so that they can be successful come showtime. So.
Having someone like the maestro, Andrew Johnson, who's been around a long time doing this thing a lot, what's that mean to have someone like him in your corner?
You calling me old?
No, I said you should too long, yes. You called me creepy earlier, so he's old. Season, yes.
Well, it's really great to have Andrew on our team. I mean, he is training students up in the booth and also doing some of those jobs with lighting and sound. So our students have a great teacher upstairs to learn some of these practical skills if they want to go out and volunteer or work in the future in theater or any lighting or soundboard. They're getting these skills just like his students in Beam get these practical skills that they can take out and use in industry eventually. But then also, he's a great problem solver. So, for example, we had like this garland that's supposed to hang, and it needs to be in part of the time, hung in from the ceiling, but sometimes it needs to be out of the way. And he's a great problem solver and saying, oh yeah, I know how we can do that, and just getting out, you know, our scissor lift and putting it up there and figuring it out. So, some of those things, you know, a lot of things we couldn't do without his help. So, we're really grateful to have him on our team. And the students are lucky to have him as a teacher too. So, yeah, I mean, and some of the things also, it's just great to have somebody say, you know, we've tried that, it doesn't work. So, and you know, sometimes I say back, you know, I'm young and I want to make my own mistakes, so I'll make the mistake again, and then later I'll tell you, okay, yeah, you're right, it didn't work. But yeah.
Well, that's one thing about life. You learn from your mistakes. You got to make mistakes to learn and be better. And Mary Poppins was unbelievably terrific. I love that play.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a long one. That was compared to our show this year. Our show this year is only 2 hours long with a 10-minute intermission. But Mary Poppins last year was a 2.5-hour long show with a 10-minute intermission. So it was a lot of tricks and like magic tricks that had to happen on stage, and so many scene changes and locations. It was a big challenge, but I think the students were ready to take it on last year because it's a story they know so well, and they were excited about that. It was a really tricky show, but it's fun to do those Disney shows and let the community too bring in their families and enjoy it in that way.
We got 3 chances to see this over the weekend. September 28th at 7 p.m., September 29th at 2, September 30th at 7 p.m., and looking forward to the play.
Yeah, I'm so excited for families to come out and see it. It's a show for all ages. I said earlier there's some funny humor in it, but it's a fairy tale at its heart. So it's great for all audiences. I'm excited for people to come see what they've been working on.
Yeah. Maestro, you have anything else?
Come see it.
Yeah.
It is. We've gotten the chance to see it a few nights this week and even this morning yet, kind of the last run through, and it's always amazing to me. We sit in meetings early on, and okay, how do we want this to look, and some of those things, and you can walk through the theater without the stage lights on, and you look at it and go, that looks kind of funny and whatever, and then, but the magic of theater is you sit in one of those seats, and all of a sudden, it looks entirely different. You put the costumes out there with the stage lights on and some of that. It's just, it's incredible what it ends up looking like from where you start. So I'd encourage everybody, come see it. Like we said, these kids work really hard. I know there's a lot of tired kids this week, along with some of the staff, just from, like we talked, homecoming week plus this. And, but it's worth it. It's a good show. The kids have worked hard. Come support them just like we do in Beatrice and all the other activities.
Dating all the way back to The Wizard of Oz was the first play I saw. I've been floored by every production I've seen here at Beatrice High School. I would go watch it over and over again if I could. You do a great job, Hannah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's my favorite part of my job. I love the musical every year, so I love that we get to do that for the community. So.
Well, thank you very much. And again,
Yes.
come out and see the show this weekend. The Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm sorry.
Starting tomorrow.
28th, 29th, and 30th.
Yes.
And how do people get tickets for this thing?
They just buy them at the door. We have only general admission tickets, so the best way is just show up early, and doors open a half an hour before showtime, so you can show up, get your ticket, and you can buy an encouragement, write a note to your student so that they can see it and be encouraged during their show, or you can go and buy some cookies made by our FCS programs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, come on out and see it, folks. I promise you will not be disappointed. I've never seen a play that I have not left going, oh, wow, that was the greatest thing ever. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Give me shivers to think about, I'm going to see another great play. Thank you, Hannah.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Well, Beatrice down 42-7 here, and Hastings knocking on the door again. As Beatrice homecoming night, and Hastings knocking at the door. They're to extend their lead here at Maestro.
Yeah, Hastings went down and scored. Beatrice got the ball. A couple of plays later, fumble turnover. Hastings with a short field here. Yeah, like I said, Hastings right at the door again. Unfortunately, that's kind of the way this season has gone for the Orange. Yeah, I hate to say it, but you learn from it and you move on.
Much like Hannah was talking about mistakes. You learn more when you get knocked down. You have to learn yourself, pick yourself back up. That's life in general. In life, you get knocked down over and over again. Pick yourself back up, be a stronger person because of it. The Orangemen are learning that lesson. They picked themselves back up with the McCook game, went to Crete, won the Crete game in double overtime. Got beat last week, get beat this week. The lesson is never give up. Pick yourself back up. Try better next week.
Right, and I think, reality is 99.9% of high school kids, or 99.999 whatever percent of kids aren't going to be doing athletics as professionals.
No.
We do athletics, we do activities, whether it's band, choir, any of those things, FCS stuff, all those things. You do those things to learn how to get along with other people, how to work together, how to communicate effectively, be responsible and communicate when you're going to be there or not there, and that sort of thing. The life lessons that we want to take.
Yeah.
And I think that's really, yes, there's the core education we need to give as a high school, but the life lessons and how to be a good citizen beyond high school is, in some ways, just as or equally or more important, depending on your perspective. But it's definitely right there with it.
The general media wants to focus on scores, wins, and losses. What we do at Beam, we focus on life lessons and the positives behind when something like this happens and the life lessons these kids are going to learn from it. We focus on being ambassadors to the school, and that's exactly what the Orangemen do, the Lady Orange do. They be great ambassadors for our high school and for our community, win or lose.
Right, that's, like we said, with activities being whatever it is, our coaches, our sponsors, that's where we're working towards is, like we said, making good citizens once they leave this building and they go out into the world, into the community, so they can help make the world a better place.
Yes, exactly right.
Sometimes the cliches are the only way to go.
Our site producer tonight, Ezzy Cuevas, the smartest man on the planet. He's down on the sidelines for us. Producing engineer is Andrew Johnson, the maestro, sitting beside me watching this game. Camera crew tonight, Lexi Mustin, Layla Boyko, Caden Zatera. I can't say enough about our staff at Beam. Later on, we'll have, after the game, we'll have our coronation of our homecoming king and queen. Your king candidates, Brody Stone, Braden York, Blake Pettit, Callan Behrens, and Bo Spilker. Our queen finalists are Annie Gleason, Aubrey Simmons, Brooke Given, Morgan Moshman, and Monet Bear are the finalists for queen. So, gotta stay tuned to find out who is king and queen of 2024.
Yeah, we'll stick around, keep that on the screen for you.
Nice run in the middle that time by Merrick Johnson.
Yeah, Orangemen kind of looking to do what they did in the second quarter. They're just methodically move that ball down the field. Score being what it is, the clock's going to keep running now, but let's establish some things and go from there. Again, we've talked about looking to build off of something, and really it is. You look at this roster for the Orangemen, and there's there's seniors on it, but there's not seniors on it like you see a lot of other rosters.
Yes.
So that's something with the football team. Like girls golf this year has one senior and a whole bunch of freshmen. Tennis, the boys tennis team, a lot of the younger kids too, a lot of freshmen. Even softball, there's 3 seniors I think out for softball. So it's a lot of the younger ones doing things with our teams this year and that sort of thing. Volleyball's kind of the same way too. There's a few seniors out for that as well, but you're not looking to build maybe in some cases for next week or whatever. Yeah, you want to win the games, but like we're talking, life lessons and that sort of thing. You're looking to build for down the road for the future as well. So yeah, that's what Beatrice got to take from this. Just go on there. Nice shot there. The students in their neon and their construction. You're saying, there it is. They're ready to go lay some pavement. You got the cheerleaders there, keeping them going. Band off to the side. The students, the band, the cheer. With homecoming this week, they've put in a lot of work too. It's homecoming is about coming together as a family, bringing alumni back, that sort of thing. And throughout the week, a couple of pep rallies and that sort of, some of those things that come along with homecoming. And it takes the students being involved and decorating hallways there. You see a bunch of signs there. I think most of those came from the senior hallway that they had decorated. They won the hallway decorating competition that was announced yesterday. But good participation by the students this week on all the dress-up days. And, it's been a fun week.
The screen pass to the near side. And down the sideline, 40-50 Across midfield there. Good pass from Boston Crawford to Connor Hayden. Connor's had a few catches, a few runs.
Yeah, he just had a nice game tonight.
Connor Hayden and John Reason on the defensive side. And Merrick Johnson, of course, being the bulldozer out there on both sides of the ball. Again, youth learning life lessons, but also learning to get better for Coach Keiser. And Coach Keiser is a perfect man for the job here to build this team up. I formation, Boston Crawford under center. Hand off to tailback. Stacked up there. Good penetration by the Hastings defense. Their defensive line been pretty good. Adrian Hughes, senior. And on the stop there for Hastings. But a lot of great things coming up. We mentioned the play. Hannah does a great job. Can't wait to see the production. The new play this year. Again, there's not been one play I've been disappointed since all the way back. Remember Wizard of Oz?
That was my second one here.
Wow, that was incredible. And then turn around, you had the Ogre. Shrek. Love that play.
Keep going.
It just sticks with you. All these musicals and just play performances by the students. Just great. I can't wait to see this one. Mary Poppins last year. I mean, the list goes on. I've never left a play where I've just not been just overwhelmed by the talent we have here at the high school.
There's times I sit there and I try to remember all the shows we've done. For some reason, I usually am able to remember the musicals that I helped out with, maybe more than all the marching band shows that I was a part of directing and putting out on the field. But maybe it's seeing a set, that sort of thing helps with that, I think. But, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Kelly Meyer, of course, was choir director beforehand. Lewis has come in here. A lot of good shows with him as well. Not missed a beat. Onward we go.
So it's great to bring in someone as youthful as Hannah, and probably relates very good with the students and gets the vibe between the students and the production team.
There's sometimes her and Miranda Carter, the band director, we'll all eat lunch with them a lot of days. And they'll say something, and I look at them and go, I have no clue what you just said.
Are you that old?
I guess so. And then the kids are skibbity, whatever. I don't even know. It's just sure.
We mentioned homecoming. Some of the athletes are watching being broadcast tonight. Remember Zane Hoffman, Brody Nilsson, Bryant Jurgens, Will Reimer. They've all texted me here. Thanks, guys. I mean, to see the alumni who couldn't make it to the game watching it on Beam Broadcasting. That's what it's all about, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And
glad to be here for you.
Yeah. You guys brought me a lot of memories. Great games. That 2021 state baseball championship was something else. I think of Will Reimer. I think of that game. Zane Hoffman.
2021 just in general.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Basketball, same thing. Wrestling was that the year they were runner-up?
Runner-up, yeah.
So, I mean, it was just an incredible winter spring for guys athletics specifically. But
and you go through cycles like that. Like this year, Beatrice is down, but they got the youth. That means 2 or 3 years down the road, these football players will take their lumps now, are going to be in that same situation, fighting for a state playoff, state championship maybe. Girls, sports girls playing this year, incredible. I mean, softball team. If you haven't seen the softball team, go out to Hannibal Park this week and watch them. Unbelievable.
Yeah, they're on an absolute tear. One of the best teams in Class B. Depending on what rankings you look at times they've busted into the top 10 in the state even.
I think they're
the rankings. So they're there. We anticipate for sure seeing them out of state. Here in just a few weeks, softball's wrapping up in a hurry. They got conference tournament tomorrow in Nebraska City, so we want to wish them luck. And they'll have sub-district or district play just a week down the road, I think. So.
Most likely, right now, when you look at the PowerPoint rankings, they're probably going to host a sub-district, possibly a district tournament.
Yeah, I would think both.
Yeah. I can't wait. And It's postseason at its best. 49-7 here. Hastings with the lead. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. But homecoming brings back memories. I mean, you talk about some of these great athletes that are watching our broadcast on Beam that I mentioned. You know, you look back, you think about all those great memories these athletes gave you. I know I mentioned him a lot. You mentioned Joan Workman, her son. I mean, was a tank in the backfield. Jessup Workman, the game at Elkhorn South, where we were the 14th seed, went in there and upset Elkhorn South. That was one memory.
I remember the game the week after that here where we ended up losing, but the fight of those boys, and that was one right down to the wire.
Yeah.
Right at the end of regulation, or maybe even in overtime, but it was tight all the way down to the end of that. Neither team deserved to lose that game.
No, that was a classic game. Was that Scotts Bluff?
I think it
was.
was
Scotts Bluff.
We played them Friday night football, and turned around and played them at 11 a.m. the next day for volleyball in a district final game or whatever. The winner of that went to state too. So that was a fun couple of back-to-back days. It's unique that you get the same team for both of those type of games. But
that's what homecoming is all about, is remembering back to the great ambassadors we had at this school and a homecoming that and the memories they brought to us. You know, Will Reimer, Zane Hoffman, even the golf teams of the past. Aubrey Simmons is a homecoming queen this year. She's a senior leader, the only senior on the golf team this year.
One of the leads in the musical, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday.
You don't think she's put time in? Time management for Aubrey Simmons.
Yep.
She is incredible. Great athlete, great talent. But, you know, the things they do are just incredible. Me and Jason Suter, the former principal here, had a talk once about the students with the best academics were the ones that participated on all the activities, like Aubrey, you know, Monet Bear, and the participation she makes. They're great students because they're forced to time management, forced to do good in school. And I wish I had that kind of ambition when I was a student. But that wasn't going to happen. I was not good at school, grades. I don't want to go through my history, but these students here, and again, making great ambassadors for Beatrice, the community, and the school. And that's what it's all about. Under 5:01 to go here in the fourth quarter play. Beatrice with the football, trailing 49-7. Homecoming festivities, the King and Queen coronation comes up after the game here. Now, that's one thing I do not remember is some of the past homecoming King and Queens. I remember certain things. I remember the one I do remember was Jeff Junker's daughter getting home, because he was up there crying with me in the booth after the game. I thought, what an emotional moment for Jeff Junker to see his daughter get homecoming queen that year.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not the only parent that has, shed some tears over the years once their kid, wins an award like that.
Yeah.
Beatrice traditionally over the years has done a great job of putting this homecoming king and queen, not in a popularity contest sort of way, but as kids who are great representatives of the school and the community.
Again, great ambassadors for our school and kid and our community. And there's never been, all five of these kings, all five of these queens that are finalists this year would make great ambassadors for our community. We'll find out who wins the king and queen after the game here. We'll air it right here on Beam. Run up the middle, stop after a gain of about 3 on the play. After talking with Hannah, I've kind of lost track of my stat sheet, so I can't tell you.
There's more important things in life than numbers.
Yeah, that's exactly right, yes. Now, on another level, how is the community of Oakland going to do with no sports team there anymore? I mean, they lost the Raiders years ago. Now they're losing the Athletics.
Here we go.
Sorry, I had to bring it up. You were in your Oakland A's.
I'm second day in a row I'm wearing A's gear. I will admit this. It has been a tough 3 days. The A's played their last 3 games ever in the Oakland Coliseum. The last 3 days they're up in Seattle. The game's just got underway. Fortunately, the A's took 2 out of 3 in that last series against the Rangers at home, winning the last game there ever. Mason Miller, the amazing closer that they've got, threw 104 miles an hour on the last pitch in the Coliseum ever. So pretty cool. It's been fun hearing stories from the people that have covered that, worked in that organization for the 56 or 57 years that franchise has been there. Feel bad for the people who live out there. I mean, I live here, obviously, and it's been hard on me, you know, and I honestly have never been to a game in the Coliseum, but
talk about great players from the past. We talked about Beatrice, but how about the Oakland A's? Catfish Hunter, Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco, and that run they had. Boy, they've had some great athletes
Ricky
there.
Henderson was one of the ones, you know, people ask me, how'd you end up being an A's fan?
Raleigh Fingers.
Man, yeah. Sal Bando. I mean, the list goes on and on. But it truly is one of the great franchises in Major League Baseball. It's just unfortunate how it's been treated the last 10 years by the ownership group. One in particular, and we're not.
Now, you know how I felt when Houston lost the Oilers to Tennessee. Of course, we've got a football team there that's even better than the Oilers ever were. But I felt the same way you did when we lost our football team down in Houston. What am I going to do?
Yeah, it's just hard. You know, people ask me, well, you're going to be a Vegas A's fan? And I go, well, I mean, they're in Sacramento the next 3, maybe 4 years. I'm telling people there's no financing plan in place for Vegas yet. There's no shovel in the ground, so there's still a little glimmer there. But you got to support the guys on that roster. Support the people that worked for the organization and the franchise, and a lot of them aren't gonna, the concession people and some of that. They're not moving with the team, So you lose a player, you lose a game, that hurts as a sports fan, whether it's high school, college, professional, whatever, that hurts. But losing a team is entirely different. Yeah. I mean, that's the end of it, like I said, it's been a rough last few days. I will try and catch the end of the game Sunday when the musical's done, and one last time, root for my boys in green and gold.
Who is the greatest Oakland player in the history of the organization? I know, for me, it was Raleigh Fingers. I was just a little boy watching him pitch with a mustache. Sal Bando was another great one.
I mean, Ricky's got to be close to. He's kind of one I grew up watching a little bit. People always ask me, well, how'd you become an A's fan? Well, when you get to be 8, 9, whatever, and you start following the team, you want a good team, And then I like the colors. When you're 8, 9 years old, a good team and the right colors go a long way.
The green and gold.
So.
Oh, yeah.
It is. If you go past my house, you'll see the A's flag upside down in signal of distress. That's the truth. It's upside down. But, it's, I don't know. We'll see. Ask me again in a year.
49-7, our final score here at homecoming. Hastings defeats the Orangemen here. Orangemen now will head to the road, or head on the road for the next 2 weeks. Be on the road, then be back here at home. And we've got the King and Queen coronation coming up here soon. Our thanks to our camera people. That's Layla Boyko and Lexi Mustin, the Lala girls. On our camera, Caden Zestera. Our site producer out there on the field, Ezzy Cuevas, smartest man on the planet. And our producing engineer, that's Andrew Johnson, the maestro, sitting beside me, filling up time here. Talk about the A's. 49-7 Hastings victory over the Orangemen. Our thanks to Hannah Lose. I said Loseman last time. Hey, Hannah Lose for joining us on our broadcast. Talk about that play. Please, folks, you get a chance to see Once Upon a Mattress come out, the high school at the Hevelone Center. And again, got the dates here. September 28th. That's tomorrow
Tomorrow.
at 7 p.m. Sunday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Your 3 chances to see this play. And never once have I been disappointed following a play I've seen here, because it's just tremendous what the students do and the staff as well.
One more time, want to thank our sponsors here for Beatrice High School athletics activities and Beam, Beatrice Community Hospital, Building Tech, FNBO, First State Bank, Nebraska, Garnett Investment Strategies, Jones Group, Security First Bank, Southwick Chiropractic and Wellness, Sunrise Bakery, the Beatrice Mary Family YMCA, and Laybaugh Pharmacy. Thanks to all of those for their support of Beatrice activities, of Beam, and really just of our community.
Yeah.
It truly is.
When you sponsor our broadcast, you're sponsoring our community, because the money does not leave Beatrice. It stays here at the high school. It stays in Beatrice. It helps educate our students and provide entertainment by showing games like tonight, and volleyball games as well, and basketball during the winter, and wrestling during the winter, and play productions and all musical concerts, not just exclusively for athletics, but also activities.
Well, Brian, you want to stay on, or we want to turn it over and let them get our homecoming stuff underway?
Yeah, before we leave, I want to again introduce the King and Queen candidates.
Yep, thank you.
The Queen candidates, the final 5, Annie Gleason, Aubrey Simmons, Brooke Given, Morgan Moshman, and Monet Bear. Your finalists in the King candidates are Brody Stone, Braden York, Blake Pettit, Callan Behrens, and Bo Spilker. Your finalists in King and Queen. Then we'll turn it over, I guess, to our PA announcer, Rich Huvendick.
Yep, join us on Tuesday night for some volleyball action from the O-Zone. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Stay tuned for our homecoming coronation.
again, welcome to Homecoming 2024. And now let's get started. Tonight's crown bearers are Hattie Jo Bent and Max Neverby. Hattie Jo is the daughter of Kylie and Brad Bent. Hattie Jo is a very spunky girl who is always on the move. She loves to be outside, ride her bike, play at the park, and do anything her big sister Harper does. Max is the son of Morgan and Brent Neverby. Max likes playing outside with his older brother and neighbors, spending time with the family dogs, playing basketball and video games, jumping and playing video games. He enjoys playing sports, camping, and fishing with his family. Max is in his first year of Boy Scouts. His favorite class is PE and wants to be a football player when he grows up. Your crown bearers, Hattie Jo Bent and Max Neverby. And we wish a welcome back to last year's Queen and King, Avery Martin and Silas Benson. Avery is the daughter of Amber and Eric Martin. Avery attends Kansas State University, studying animal science, pre-veterinarian. She's a member of the K-State Powder Puff team and volunteers her time with the Pre-Vet Society and Collegiate Cattlewoman. Her long-term professional goal is to become a veterinarian. And Silas is the son of Mandy and Aaron Benson. Silas is attending the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, studying mechanical engineering. He's a member of the UNL NROTC. His long-term professional goal is to commission as an EOD, explosive ordnance disposal, in the United States Navy. Once again, welcome back, Queen and King of 2023, Avery Martin, Silas Benson. This year's candidates, let's meet them. First, Annie Gleason. Annie is the daughter of Mary and Dan Gleason. Annie serves as the president of the National Honor Society and editor-in-chief of the yearbook, is the school board representative and captain of both the volleyball and basketball teams, and has served as a class vice president. Annie is also a member of the track team, student council, HOSA, FCA, and Centenary United Methodist Church Youth Group. Annie has earned all-state honors as well as all-conference and academic all-conference honors in both basketball and volleyball. She is also a two-time state track medalist. Annie has been on the honor roll, earned the academic letters, as well as Scholastic Achievement and Renaissance Awards. Annie plans to attend a four-year university to study biochemistry on a pre-health career plan. Annie Gleason. Blake Pettit is the son of Kristen and Sean Pettit. Blake is a letter winner for both the tennis and soccer teams. He's a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, FBLA, and Key Club, and serves as senior class president. Blake has earned academic all-conference honors, been on the honor roll, and received academic letters, as well as Scholastic Achievement and Renaissance Awards. For his future plans, Blake intends to attend college to pursue a degree in business and finance. Blake Pettit. Monet Bear is the daughter of Peggy and Darren Bear. Monet is a member of the cheer, dance, and tennis teams. She is an active member of the Student Council, National Honor Society, Key Club, Yearbook staff, HOSA, FCA, and St. Joe's Youth Group. Monet is a three-time All-American Dance Team Award winner and has achieved academic all-conference awards for golf, tennis, and dance. Monet has been on the honor roll, earned academic letters, as well as Scholastic Achievement and Renaissance Awards. After graduation, Monet plans to attend a four-year university and study pre-medicine. Monet Bear. Brody Stone is the son of Don and Jeff Stone. Brody is a member of the basketball and tennis teams, as well as the Student Council and Key Club. He has earned varsity letters in both football and tennis and Scholastic Achievement academic awards. Brody plans to attend the University of Nebraska in Lincoln and pursue a degree in marketing. Brody Stone. Aubrey Simmons is the daughter of Amber Keir and Candy and Nick Simmons. Aubrey is a letter winner on the girls golf team, placing in the Trailblazer Conference Tournament 3 years and was a chair team letter winner. Aubrey serves as this year's Student Council President. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Key Club, Show and Choral Choir, and is a lead in the fall musical. She has been on the honor roll, received academic letters, and earned Scholastic Achievement and Renaissance Awards. Aubrey plans to attend the University of Nebraska in Lincoln after 2 years at SEC in Lincoln, studying child psychology and behavioral mental health. Aubrey Simmons. Callan Behrens is the son of Denise and Brad Behrens. Callan is a member of the University varsity soccer team and show choir, and he is a lead in this fall's high school musical. His future plans include attending UNLV to major in biological sciences, followed by attending UNL Med School to study pediatric medicine. Callan Behrens. Morgan Moshman is the daughter of Jana and Andy Moshman. Morgan is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, Key Club, FBLA, HOSA, Limited Edition, and has a supporting role in the fall musical. She participates in track and field and is captain of the women's wrestling team. Additionally, Morgan is a member of Christ Community Church. In 2024, she was a state wrestling finalist and did a straight medal in wrestling in 2023. She has earned academic All-State and Trailblazer academic All-Conference honors. After graduation, Morgan plans to attend college to study pre-medicine while continuing her wrestling career. Morgan Moshman. Bo Spilker is the son of Megan and Travis Spilker. Bo is a member of the varsity football team and the Beatrice Gun Club shooting 5 stand. He has earned varsity letters in both football and track. Bo plans to attend either Southeast Community College or the University of Nebraska in Lincoln to study biology and chemistry with the goal of becoming a pediatrician. Bo Spilker. And Brooke Gibbon is the daughter of Sabrina and Jeffrey Gibbon. Brooke serves as the president of Key Club, secretary of Student Council, and is a member of the National Honor Society, FCA, Science Club, and Leadership. She is also a member of the cross-country and swim teams, earning a letter in both. Brooke has been on the honor roll, earned academic letters, as well as Scholastic Achievement and Renaissance Awards. She has earned a Trailblazer Conference swim medal and was recognized as KWBE Athlete of the Week. Brooke plans to attend Iowa Western to pursue a degree in dental hygiene. Brooke Gibbon. And Braden York is the son of Kayla and Brian York. Braden is a student member of the high school PBIS committee and a member of the Christ Community Church. He works at the Beatrice YMCA and has earned the distinction of being a member of the 1,000-pound club at both BHS and YMCA. Braden plans to attend trade school and pursue a career as an electrician. Braden York. Congratulations to all that have been nominated. And now to announce the 2024 Beatrice High School Homecoming Queen is Monet Bear. And another drum roll. The 2024 Beatrice High School Homecoming King is Blake Pettit. Congratulations, Monet Bear and Blake Pettit. Congratulations to all the nominees. And now please remember to remain in your seats as we have the fireworks display going to happen soon.